Hello, you. It's been 3 years since my last Q&A, so we're long overdue for another. This one's a little different. I set up a voicemail for you guys to leave me a message, and that's exactly what you did. Let's see what we got.
Do you play video games? If so, what is your favorite video game so far?
When I lived in Japan, I used to go to the arcade a lot and mostly play Taiko no Tatsujin. But I've never been anything more than a casual gamer. I did get an Oculus Quest 2 and I'm thoroughly enjoying Beat Saber.
If coffee never existed, what tea would you drink?
Contrary to what many people think, I do also drink tea. I'm Japanese and live in the UK, so tea is always in my life. English breakfast, chamomile, sencha, matcha. But if coffee didn't exist and I needed a caffeine boost, I'd go with matcha. You don't get the initial kick, but it's slow release and lasts longer.
Hi, Ami. If you could be any mythological creature, which one would you choose?
Hi, Kayla. I'd be a two-tailed siren with green and white stripes. Actually, no. A dragon. Yeah, I'd be a dragon with green and white stripes.
What kind of music do you like to listen to?
What would you do if flowers surrounded your home and started dancing?
Well, it depends on what kind of dancing. Are they doing ballet, or the Charleston, or the Paso Doble? I'd be happy with any of those. But if they start flossing, I'm breaking out the lawnmower.
Do you like stop-motion animation?
Absolutely. I love Aardman Animations and Leica Studios. I have huge respect for stop-motion animators. It's an incredibly difficult skill to perfect. Animators such as Phil Tippett and Ray Harryhausen pioneered so many techniques, all without any of the luxury tools stop-motion animators use today. Those guys are gods in my eyes. I mean, look at Tippett now. He even looks like a god. But I love all forms of animation. My idols are Hayao Miyazaki, Glenn Keane, and Chuck Jones.
What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
You need to be more specific. African or European?
Hi, my name is Roberto and I am from Chile. I just wanted to say Domo Arigato a mi Yamato. I love you, sorry.
Thank you. Love that accent. Your name fits better, Mr. Roberto. I'm not going to sing it though.
Hi, what has your favorite machine that you have created so far? And if you were in The Mandalorian, which character would you rather meet? The Mandalorian or Grogu?
I met the Mandalorian. It didn't go well. Grogu is adorable, but I'd like to meet Fennec Shand. Expert sniper, super cool, and she's got guts of steel. Awesome outfit too. Look at that helmet. For those who don't know, Mash-ins are my videos where I edit myself into movies and TV shows. It's like a mashup, but I'm in them. You'll find them scattered across my channel, along with some showing how they're made. There's a playlist below if you want to catch up on them. As for my favorite Mash-in, it's my 100,000 subscriber celebration where I incorporate lots of movies in one video.
I have an army. We have a Hulk.
I've got 100,000 subscribers.
Who is the most famous person you've ever met, and tell me about your experience meeting them.
Hi Sharla, miss you girl. If you mean someone other than you and Chris, I can tell you that I had the absolute pleasure of meeting a childhood hero and one of the most recognizable faces on the planet. Cookie Monster was absolutely charming and apologized for not offering me any cookies because he'd eaten them all. I met him at a special event where I also bumped into Fergus and Elmo. Shout out to Muppet performer Andrew Spooner, who swung the tickets for me. He's also a voice actor in some top video games. Check out his website.
Hi, Ami. It's Don. I really love your work, and I have to say, I think my favorite episode to date is your Hachiko episode, particularly because you had used a small clip from Futurama, which happened to be, I think, my favorite episode called Jurassic Bark, and I always tear up when I see that episode. It's really a good one.
Hi, Don. Yes, that Futurama episode really pulls on the heartstrings. It's hard to watch. And thank you. It's rare that I make a sentimental video. I'm glad you liked it.
Hi, Amy. Here's a combination limerick and tongue twister for you. A tutor who tooted a flute was teaching two tutors to toot. Said the toot to the tutor, "Is it harder to toot or to tutor two tutors to toot?" Have fun. Bye.
Okay, I'm no stranger to the tongue twister. A tutor who tooted the flute was teaching two tutors to toot. Said the toot to the tutor, "Is it harder to toot or to tutor to tutor to toot?" A tutor who tooted the flute was teaching two tutors to toot. Said the toot to the tutor, "Is it harder to toot or to tutor two tutors to toot?"
I wish I could bump into you on the streets of London when you record one of your videos.
Well, don't bump into me because that would ruin my shot. Damn you, Tom Cruise. But definitely come over and say hi if you see me. City and most of North. Damn you, Tom Cruise.
Hi, Ami. I have an Asian cooking channel, and I would love to know what your favorite Japanese dish is, so I could make a recipe video for it.
Hi, Andy. Delicious looking channel you've got there. I see you've already made videos for most of my favorite dishes, but I don't see one for nikujaga, so I'd love to see your take on that. It's one of my favorite comfort foods.
Hey, Ami. Pancakes or waffles? Better have said pancakes. Okay, bye.
Pancakes.
Hi Amy, how do I stay motivated? I'm a school student and I've been really struggling to stay motivated, especially at the current times and mental health issues and everything. Thanks.
I sympathize, Lily. Staying motivated is hard enough even without everything that's going on right now. If possible, try to keep your work area separate from everything else you do, and make sure you take regular breaks away from that workspace. Going for a walk is ideal, but if not, even doing something mundane is good to give your brain a rest. Do the laundry, clean the dishes, sort out that cupboard you've been meaning to tidy. Good luck to you.
Hi, Ami. I have a quick question for you. Has Tom Cruise apologized for interrupting your video?
No, he hasn't. I did confront him about it. Apologize.
No.
Apologize.
No.
Damn you, Tom Cruise.
Hi, Ami. I was wondering when your next t-shirt design might come out. I hope soon. Thanks.
For those who don't know, I have a merch store with a few designs on t-shirts and mugs. Link below. I might release a special one this summer to mark my 10th year on YouTube. My goodness, has it been that long?
Hi, Amy. My name is Mark. Have you ever watched TV shows that were created by the late Gerry Anderson? So shows like Thunderbirds, Captain Scarlet, and Space 1999. Stay safe and take care. Bye.
Hi, Mark. Yes, Thunderbirds and Captain Scarlet were exported to Japan and gained a cult following. They are still occasionally aired to this day. Apart from being dubbed, the main differences are in the opening titles. The Thunderbirds theme was given lyrics. Captain Scarlet was vastly different with a very upbeat song performed by children. So I was quite surprised when I came to England and heard the original versions.
Hi, Amy. Question. If you had unlimited resources for one project, what would you use it on?
I'd just want to set the planet right, abolish poverty, hunger, cruelty, pollution, they're all connected, so it would be one giant project to end suffering. But not in a Thanos way, just to be clear.
Ami, it's Captain. Your friend, Captain Disillusion. You know that new J-pop sound you're looking for? Well, listen to this.
Butthead.
Hey, Amy, it's Numpy. Numpy of Awesome. I made that video. Uh, how long has it been now? It's been a hot minute. A while ago, with me fanboying. Probably shouldn't have mentioned that. Yeah. So yeah, it's me. Hey. It's hot all of all of a sudden. Oh yeah, questions. Yes, I'm supposed to be asking you a question. I mean, that's what we're doing, right? We're making these recordings and sending you questions and stuff. And I was sitting here like racking my brain, trying to think of stuff to ask you. I was like, well, what could I ask Amy? So I made a list, I got a list out. I wrote them all down, like with pen and paper. Like, who uses pen and paper anymore, right? Am I right? So I was sitting here and I was thinking, what would be the best one question? Because I can only ask one question. Or maybe I could ask several. I don't know. I don't know how you're going to be doing this. So I was thinking, yeah. So okay. So my question is, I was wanting to know.